Today we are in Phu My, Vietnam. This is the port gateway for Ho Chi Minh City, otherwise known as Saigon. A little later in the video, I will give you my walking tour map if you're just making your own way into the city. But for now, come with me on our tour. We're loading a complimentary shuttle bus that will take us directly from our ship to the port gate exit. Cool stairs all lit up for us. We just boarded the bus here at the port at Phu My, Vietnam. We're on our way to Ho Chi Minh City, which is also known as Saigon. Going to meet up with our private tour guide, what's his name? Koa today. He's going to meet us at the port gate holding our sign with our name on it, and then he's going to take us around and show us all over his city. The shuttle has dropped us off at the port gate and we're just waiting for our guide. That's what the port gate looks like. And there are all kinds of vendors standing right outside ready to sell you a tour. Our guide, Koa, introduces himself and takes us to his vehicle. He actually has a driver today who will be able to concentrate on driving while he concentrates on telling us about his city. We are in the city of Phu My to begin with, and we're driving through a little bit of this town, and I'll show you what I'm getting to see outside of my window for a bit. Our first stop is at a rest stop, and they take rest stop literally. I've never seen a rest stop quite like this. They use the fruit from the nipa palm tree, mix it with coconut water.
What is it? Like we got the water, coconut fruit. Let me try like that. Yeah.
We left the rest stop and got back in the vehicles, and we were about to board a ferry. Our driver tells us that one person on a motorcycle will pay about 20 to 30 cents to ride the ferry. Motorcycles line up on the right and on the left of this ferry with cars in the middle, and we get out of our car and make our way toward the front of the ferry for the view. We're crossing the Saigon River. Alright, we're riding the ferry across there. I have a feeling all these people on motorcycles behind me think I am nuts for standing up here doing this, but I don't care. That's the view.
You don't see any people.
No motor coach.
No tourists in this area. This is a private tour that we're taking the ferry across. We get back in the car in time to drive off the ferry, and our driver does a great job getting off the ferry and merging in with all the other cars and the motorcycles that are zipping in and around us. We cross over the Saigon River and we're back on our way. We drove to the area of Fulbright University, looked around this area just a little bit. I love this beautiful scenic view in the area. Wow, what a great location. We stopped at a coffee shop nearby so we could use the restrooms there. Koa told me that several expats live in this area, and you can rent a one living room, 2-bedroom apartment for $500 to $700 US a month. Would be very economical to be an expat in this part of Vietnam. Most of the motorcycle and scooter drivers are wearing masks. They also say there are 10 million people who live here and likely to be 11 million motorcycles or scooters in the area. That's a lot of exhaust. We stopped along the riverside where there are many houseboats docked. The people living in these houseboats sell fruits and vegetables right here. We met one lady and got our first sample of jackfruit. I thought it was very delicious. Then we walked across the street, taking our life in our own hands doing that, to a vendor who was selling fresh squeezed orange juice, and her 2 teenage daughters were anxious to come practice their English skills with us. Next stop is at the Ben Thanh Market. This building was built by the French back in 1914. There are a lot of French influences in Ho Chi Minh City. You could find pretty much anything you might want to purchase here. There are also food stalls. We made a brief stop outside the gates of the Reunification Palace. You might remember this building from history as a tank crashed through the gates on April 30th, 1975 at the end of the Vietnam War. From there, we went to the Central Post Office. This is a pretty famous landmark here, designed by Gustav Eiffel. Yes, the same one who designed the Eiffel Tower. I told you the French influence was strong. Inside is still a post office today. One can purchase SIM cards and postcards as well as other souvenirs. There are convenient places to sit and write out those postcards right here. Then purchase a stamp at the counter and mail it home. We found a local restaurant close to the post office, My Banh Mi. The banh mi sandwiches looked really good, but we opted for a small, quick snack of spring rolls, and they were excellent. Next stop was at the Jade Emperor Pagoda, but no video allowed. Our last stop is going to be where we park downtown and do a little walking around and viewing the sights on foot. During the war, they landed a helicopter on top of that elevator shaft to get people out. We saw the Hotel Continental Saigon, the Opera House, where the lower house of the government of South Vietnam met during the war. There's a subway that just opened in December of 2024, and one of the stops is here at the Opera House. You can actually ride one stop to get to the Bien Tran market we were at earlier today. The Rex Hotel, where many foreign correspondents stayed during the war, and City Hall with a statue of Ho Chi Minh in the front. Holland also offers an excursion called On Your Own, where they will drive a bus to downtown, then give guests 5 hours to explore on their own and see some of the sights. If you are making your way into the Ho Chi Minh City on your own, you might want to use my handy-dandy little walking map that I created. You can start at the Saigon Center, take about a 5-minute walk up to the traffic circle, and there is a convenient tourist information center right there. From that traffic circle, you can see the Rex Hotel, the Ho Chi Minh City Hall, the statue of Ho Chi Minh himself. Then you may want to walk up the street and take a look at the Opera House. Turn the corner and walk to this garden area, and from here, there is a perfect view for a photo of that building where the helicopter landed. Walk on up the street and you can see the Notre Dame Cathedral and Ho Chi Minh Post Office. After the cathedral, it's an easy walk over to the Independence Palace, also called Reunification Palace. If you're interested in lots of war history, the War Remnants Museum is a little further up. After that museum, or instead of that museum, whatever your time allows, you may wish to go down to the Bien Tran Market and do some good shopping, where you go back to the Saigon City Center where you started. Hope you enjoyed this little recap of our day in Phu My, and we found out that the locals actually call it Phu Mi, but they said the English people say Phu My, so you can go either way with that. This is Shirley with Shirley's Journeys, and I hope all of your journeys are pleasant ones.